Hi guys, welcome back to Impossible. So first and foremost, I would like to say that my videos is not for the weak, it's only for the real. So if you're weak and sensitive, please go to another channel because I don't give a fuck about what I say here and I don't give a fuck about your feelings, okay? So I'm gonna be answering two questions. So this video is gonna be friends with benefits, third party situations. Okay? Alright, so somebody asked me, can you do a video on dating someone that is dating other people? Should there be exclusivity at a certain number of months of dating? Second question is, what if he keep going back to fuck the same woman? So should it be exclusive at a certain amount of months of dating? And what if he keep going back to the same woman? So now why I named this video Friends with Benefits and Third Party Situations is because both of these questions tie into this topic. Okay, so the question that you asked about dating and other people, right? I'm assuming that you guys are fucking, right? Sleeping together, right? So dating, what is dating? Hanging out, getting to know each other, right? But if the person is getting to know other people at the same time, we call that a friends with benefits. It's like, especially if you guys are sleeping together, right? That's just plain and simple. I mean, I've been in friends with benefits type of situation and third party situations as well. All right, never again. Apparently, if the person is seeing other people, that means that they're quite comfortable with it being that way. They're not looking for a title. So here's the thing, and I always say this, right? Once sex is involved, it changes the whole dynamic. So what do you consider to be dating? Are you guys hanging out and chilling, or going out on actual dates to dinner, or because either way, if you guys are just, if the other person is seeing other people and you guys are dating, like, dating could be hanging out and shit, not necessarily dating what you consider to be dating, then it's just called friends with benefits. And that person is completely comfortable with it being that way. Now, here's the thing with this situation, right? Is that sometimes a person may start off saying, oh, I just want to be friends with benefits, right? And that's why I said sex catches a lot of motherfuckers out there, because then they start sleeping, then they tell the person that's what they're looking for. They don't want anything exclusive, right? They don't want anything serious. Then they start sleeping with the person, they get to know the person, and then they catch feelings, right? But then the person is comfortable with it being friends with benefits because that's what you said you wanted, right? So how do you reverse that? You can't. It's up to the other person how they feel about you or how they feel about the situation. That's why effective communication is key, right? So if you know this person is seeing other people, are you seeing other people, or are you just waiting to be exclusive with that person? You see? That's the whole thing. So if you're looking for something exclusive and they're seeing other people, apparently they're not looking for anything exclusive. They're content, they're quite content with the way things are. Who changes this? Who changes it? You, not the other person. All right, because you're looking for something exclusive. Obviously they're not, right? They're content with having you and other people. That's just the way it is. So the best course of action is to remove yourself, right? Because dating, I don't know what you consider dating, because if you guys are just hanging out and get to know each other, that person is hanging out with other people and get to know them too, and fucking too. They're quite content with the way things are. See? So if you're looking for something exclusive out of the person, that's a hard situation, because not unless you guys are single, both single, then you guys are dating, monogamous, getting to know each other. That's different, because you guys are not getting to know other people. But when other people is involved, that's a sticky situation. That means the other person likes it just the way it is. You know, probably that person got out of a relationship already and not ready to be in another relationship. You know, this is where communication, effective communication comes in. What is this person looking for? See? So if that person is making it known that they're dating other people, they let you know, in other words, nicely, that I'm not looking for anything serious. See? So exclusive, you can't put exclusive behind that. You can only put exclusive if both you and the person are not seeing other people or just get to know each other one-on-one. Then you could say, okay, right? All right. So, for instance, have you ever heard of a zero relationship? A zero relationship? Right? Okay. That's why I always tell people you can't turn friends with benefits or a third-party situation to your advantage. It's up to the other person, right? Usually one person falls in love quicker than the other, or the other person falls in love but they stuck in a situation. It could go both ways, right? Okay. Here's the thing. A zero relationship is when you don't know shit about that person. You think that you know them, but you never seen them angry. You don't know what's their favorite color. You don't know what's their favorite food. You don't know shit about them. But you think that you know them, right? You think that you fall in love with a person that you don't even know these things. You never seen them. You never seen anything about them. See? So this is a zero relationship. This is what we call a zero relationship. So with friends with benefits, that's sticky. There is no exclusive with that. Unless, because here's the thing. The person could have feelings for you, but the person will be quite content with just doing their own thing. So the person will be quite content with you walking away as well, because they're not ready. They're just playing the field, right? So that's just what it is. Now, third-party situations, right, is that you knowingly put yourself in a situation where this person had somebody else, or you had somebody else, right? Now, men and women feel differently, right? We fall in love on different levels, right? I've been in both situations. It happened to me twice that I started catching feelings for the both situations that I was in. So I knowingly put myself in a third party situation, and I was knowingly put myself in friends with benefits, because at that time I wasn't looking for anything serious. Both situations, actually, I wasn't looking for anything serious. I had just got out of both of them relationship, right? Now, there's a famous saying, right, which I always believe this to be true. Friends make the best lovers, right? But I believe friends make the best lovers when you both are single, not having to do with anybody else involved, right? Because here's the thing. Both of the people that I got involved with in that situation, they both were my friends. And then when sex gets involved, it changes the whole dynamic. See? Right? So things that you guys were sharing before and stuff like that, it like becomes like it's now on a different level, you know? And me, I cherish friendship first. I don't know about you guys, but I cherish friendship first, right? So once sex is involved and feelings start getting involved and one person has to back away, you know, I'm a logical thinker, right? But I must say that when it's a friends with benefits or a third party situation, right? You guys get to know each other, right? What do you like more? The friendship or the benefits? And in the third party situation, it's like you chose to be there, right? So you get yourself out of it, but guess what? You lose a friend at the same time. Both situations, you lose a friend at the same time. Because once sex is involved, it changes the whole situation. You can't turn it back, right? So one person may feel like, now here's the thing, right? What if he keep going back to fuck the same woman? Obviously he loves fucking her. That's it. You know, she probably cooks and clean and give him great head and does the shit that you don't fucking do. Just want to have his cake and eat it too. You know, that's a simple question to answer. He just likes the way she makes him feel. You know, like most women, I noticed that most people, they say like, how could he cheat on her? Look at me and look at her. Looks doesn't matter. It's how the person makes the other person feel. See what I'm saying? You know? So if he's going back to fuck the same woman, that means he loves fucking her. It has nothing to do, sometimes it have nothing to do with feelings, but there's something there why he keep going back. She probably pampers him, cooks for him, give him great sex, listens to him, give him good advice. See? There's a lot of things involved with that. So you can't, you know, that's a if he go to fuck the same woman, that means he likes it. He loves it. He loves what she's doing to him. Because it's not all about sex. You gotta understand is how the person makes them feel at the same time. Or is the person listening to them? You know, great conversation. See, all of that plays into why a person keep going back to the same person. You know, but who wins out of this situation? Who wins? So in this dating situation and being exclusive, the only way you're gonna win is getting out of it and just saying fuck it, you know, or seeing other people. But if you're waiting for this person to make up their mind, this person is quite content. You can't put an amount of months behind it. This person is quite content with doing what they're doing, right? So the best course of action is to move on with your life and do what you do, right? Remember, sex is just sex. It's lust, not love. You may like this person's conversation, but this person is giving their attention to other people, not only you. So you gotta love yourself first. I always say that, right? Okay? It's not about a person, it's about yourself. And you know, I always say there's somebody for everybody. So, you know, it's not bad being single. It's not a bad thing. Okay? You get to learn oneself and really focus on your goals. Right? So, yeah. So in my situations, I end up catching feelings for both of them. The friends with benefits and the third party situation. But I knew that I had to disconnect myself. Things never was going to be the same. The friendship is never going to be the same after that. And I would prefer the friendship over the sex. Although the sex was good, great. But friendships mean a lot to me. Especially me, not the type of person to open up with people, and people confiding in me and me confiding in them. That means a lot to me, you know? Yeah. So in my situation, nobody won. Everybody lost. I lost good friends, and that's it. Because you have to learn how to disconnect yourself. As much as it may hurt you, you have to learn how to say, okay, fuck it. I'm going to throw in a towel and live my life. You see what I'm saying? I'm fucking tired. My eyes are like burning. You know? It's like, I had another question, right? Well, a third party situation, right? I'm gonna explain something to you. You cannot, if you knowingly put yourself in a third party situation, that is your choice, right? I said everybody has choices, right? But you cannot put a time frame on when a person leaves the other party. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what are you looking for? You had sex, okay, great. But you cannot say, well, we've been fucking for this long and you still haven't left the person. The person is quite content with the way it is. See what I'm saying? You got what I'm saying? It's not until you remove yourself. You got to remove yourself and live your life. That's just the bottom line. Okay? Because if the person, let me explain something about people, right? If you allow a person to continue to do it, they're going to continue to do it. It's like using you. They're going to continue until the wheels, they're going to ride it until the wheels fall off. You have to be the one to disconnect and say, fuck it, and get away from it. You see what I'm saying? Even if you fall in love with that person, you got to say, no. Right? Mental health. You know what I did with all my connections, though? You know what I did? I always wanted to see a person angry and upset. Right? Because if I'm going to close something out, I want to see you angry and upset. Right? So I won't make it a zero relationship. I want to get to know, I want to see that side of you. Yeah. That's how I am. Okay? So before I close out, it's not going to be a zero relationship. I want to see that side of you. Okay? Learn as much as possible about you. So when I close out content, at peace. Okay? And knowing that, yeah, it shouldn't have went there, but it went there, but you know, our friendship is lost now. Can it be regained? Right? Anytime you cross the line with sex, things changes. That's it. You can't put a time frame on a person leaving another person or a person or friends with. You can't. You just gotta live your life. That's just the bottom line to this. Basically, that's just the bottom line. Whether you want to chose to stay and wait for that person, that's on you. But if you keep having sex with the person is going to be quite content with it being that way. You got to know your worth. See? So even if you're having fun, yes, fun, but at a certain point, you got to say, okay, that's it. Game over. I'm out of here. You see? All right? Because another person was crazy, right? I had like a Friends with Benefits. I told you, I had caught feelings for that person, right? But I never said it. I never said anything. He never said anything. He was seeing other people. I was seeing other people as well. Years later, you know, I invited him for dinner. We linked up, and he asked me if I was falling in love with him. Why didn't I say anything? But it go both ways, right? So it's like sometimes we set ourselves up and say I love you, right, to the person, and guess what happens? The person doesn't feel the same way. So it's like, why should I say I thought to myself, why should I say I love you? It was just a Friends with Benefits, although I felt it, but I knew that I had to move on. See? Because you could set yourself up. The person may be looking for you to say I love you, right? And then the person might come out and say, well, I don't feel the same way. And then who looks like an asshole? You do, right? So as much as you love a person, never say that you love them. Always wait. So the feelings is mutual. But sometimes, you know, I'm highly intuitive, so I can feel it. Even though the person's not saying anything, I can feel it. But if I'm in a situation like that, or you guys, I suggest you don't. Unless you guys are both single and dating exclusive. Then. So if you guys are dating exclusive, usually that shit just falls into place over time. You know? Yeah. Usually like in the 4th or 5th month, you already know that this person is the one for you. Not even. Sometimes 3 months. 2-3 months. You know? But like I said, you don't want a 0 relationship. You want to see the person for who they are. Right? So that takes time. And I always say friends make the best lovers. So, you know, I suggest you just take your time with people. Just take your time and don't wait for anybody. Know your worth. Whether you're a man or a woman, know your worth. Because, again, motherfuckers play mind games. All right? It's nothing wrong with being single. You get to focus on yourself and your goals. And if you really like the person, right, as a friend, don't cross the line with having sex. Because sex changes it changes everything. Everything. And especially knowing that you can't be with the person. You know, the friends with benefits, the person's not ready. Or the third party situation, the person is in another relationship. See? So, who gets the shitty end of the stick? You do. Knowingly, if you put yourself there or stay there. Okay? So, yeah, love yourself first. You gotta put yourself first. Well, God first and then yourself. All right? And trust me, there's somebody for everybody. Trust me. You know? Trust me. But, yeah. I hope I answered your question. I'm very tired, but I needed to get this video out because I've been there, I've done that, I've caught feelings for 2 of them. I never said it though, but the friendship, I know I missed my friendship. I should have just left it as friends. That was more important to me than sex. Sex ruins everything. Yeah. It really does. So, get you somebody single that's into you, that really wants to get to know you and want to be with you. When another person is not ready or tied up in another situation, they can never be yours. So you just gotta weigh your options out. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? The best thing to do is just to step away. I always say if anything is meant to be, it will be, right? It'll come back around. But just know that you were good to that person. A person never forgets how you treated them. Remember that. That's why you leave your first impression is everlasting, right? So fucking tired here. So, yeah. So, if he's dating other people, it's a friends with benefits, especially if you guys are sleeping together. He's quite content with it being that way. And for third-party situations, if you keep going back to fuck the same woman, she's safe, number one. She's safe, and, you know, she provides things. It doesn't necessarily have to do with sex. She provides good conversation. She probably makes him feel cared for. She's attentive. You know, there's numerous of things why they keep going back to the same partner. And it's like a building a trust type of thing. Yeah. Hope I make sense here in this video. Yeah. I know I was repeating myself, but I hope it makes sense. You know? Never say that you love them. If you're in a friends with benefits or a third-party situation, never say that you love them. Don't do that to yourself. Don't get involved with it at all. Just, because the one who's going to get unstuck, who has to heal themselves, is you at the end of the day. So you got to learn how to disconnect. If you do, you got to learn how to disconnect and be strong about it and know what it was to begin with. It could be quite heartbreaking. Yeah. Because, like I said, if you guys get to know each other or got to know each other and build that trust, and then things don't work out, friendship over, it all goes to hell. Can you regain that? Sometimes you can, but I suggest if don't start the rules of the game, because if you say, oh, let's start out with friends with benefits, that person is not going to take you serious. They're going to be like, okay, well, she's not looking for anything and she probably does it with other people. See? And third party situation, that's just what it is. They, you can't tell a person, you can't fall in love with a third party situation and be like, oh, leave your other partner and this and that. No. That's not what it's about. That person has to leave because they want to leave, not because of sex. See? So that's how it goes. Yeah. All right. I gotta go. I'm very tired. I hope I made sense here. All right. And if you're friends, just know that sex changes everything. Can you continue to be friends after that? It changes everything. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just date someone single like yourself, please. Don't do it to yourself. All right. Know your worth. Okay. I think that's about it. I hope I answered your questions. All right. I hope I answered your questions. Okay. All right. I love you guys. I have to go. I'm very tired. I'm possible. You're possible. Girl, NC Tasha Tai.